Alright guys, here we are back on NR2003. Today we have a very exciting video for you. You are now able to race against me in NR2003, or at least my AI is now in NR2003. We have an Incar Season 2 car set that has been released by Tyler Mallon with fully rated drivers based on their performance in the 2020 Incar Season number 2. So I wanted to kind of take a look at this and show it off because this is now an opportunity for you all at home to race against me based on, realistic ratings on kind of how I drive in online races. This is a car set for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2019 mod. I will be leaving a link to everything you need to replicate this down in the description. We're going to be using the 2020 Indianapolis Motor Speedway track as our track for this race as well. You'll see a link down below for that. But what I wanted to do before we get into the race is kind of take a look at my driver ratings here. So we'll go from top up because I think the most interesting is at the top. So pit crew's all pretty solid, good strategy at least, decent consistency. My vehicle's nice too, my reliability is nice and high, aerodynamics a little bit lower. And the best track rating that I have is at road courses, which I would probably agree with. It's easily where I have my best performances. Qualifying's a little bit weak. I might bump that up a little bit because I'm big-headed. Finishing and consistency really strong as well. And my aggression rating is very, very low. That's kind of interesting. I am very passive in a lot of racing situations, but I can be fairly aggressive as well. Usually what I try and do is then avoid a lot of stuff and then kind of pick people off one by one. But it is funny to see my aggression rating so low right here. So let's see what happens when we go into a race. We're going to be doing a single race at the 2020 Indianapolis Motor Speedway, like I had mentioned. 16 laps on this car set, 97 AI difficulty, realistic weather. I'll see you guys in the race.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright guys, it is race time here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway 2020. 16 laps ahead of us, and we are starting from the back of the field with the Incar 2020 car set. This is going to be very interesting. We have to look and see where my AI qualified. Okay, I'm in 13th. That is not a very good qualifying position for me, but we'll see what we can do. I'm going to keep an eye on that number 2 car, hopefully catch up to myself and take myself out of this race. That's kind of weird to say, but definitely go down to the description. You will find links to this mod and to this track and to this car set, so you can race against me in NR 2003. Oh boy. So I just wanted to say I really appreciate you guys for watching this video, and if you want to help me out, go ahead and consider subscribing as we come down to get the green flag right here at the Yard of Bricks. Not the best start for me right there. We're about even, but it's pretty much a wall of cars ahead. See what we can do. I'm going to take advantage and make as many passes as possible here early on. With only 16 laps and this track being a big one, you can really get spread out. You don't, get a move on. So we're going to look to go straight to the inside, although I gave Carter Boyd a bit of a push right there, unfortunately. But we're going to be 3 wide down on the bottom right here. Lap 1, turn 3. iRacers are not pleased about this move. We're just able to make that work. Clear them all off right there. We fire it off into turn 3. Okay, don't hit that concrete down at the bottom right there. That is the #1 rule of driving Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You gotta avoid that. We're up a couple spots there from the start, so good stuff. Now I've got this car set up to be incredibly loose. Basically threw a lot of weight towards the rear of the car. Took a couple of degrees of wing out of it, rear wing. Normally that's a little bit scary, especially on a long run, but I want to try and make it decently fast in a straight line. And hopefully controllable. If this was a longer race, I'd definitely be leaving it at 70 degrees rear wing, but maybe don't listen about my setup, because I'm out of control at the moment. But hey, we're decently fast. Bringing it to the inside of Noah Puente. Let's see how I'm doing. Alright, I'm up in 11th, so I'm up a couple spots from the start. Good stuff. Me gaining spots in a race? That doesn't sound right. At least not in online racing. Alright, so we clear ourselves up into the 33rd position. Keep on working our way forward right here. Like I said, we're going to take every chance we can get, so I'm probably going to try and make this move down into turn 3.
Outside.
Look for it.
Keep low. Keep low.
You know, again, if you were running a longer race, you might put the AI a little bit harder for yourself and give yourself a more stable setup, but hey, we're going for it here in 16 laps. We got Father Fruit and Benjamin Fanning side by side ahead of me. Maybe we can slip to the inside here. Not quite. Father Fruit's going to cover that off nicely. Fanning's stuck on the outside, though. It's no man's land.
Clear outside.
Going to get right past. And Molina out there.
Outside.
Try and slip into the draft. We're a little bit slow off of 2, it looks like, at this point. And now we should make our way into the top 30 here by the end of this lap based on how things have been going. But
Keep low.
to make up spots a little bit quicker, I think. It's absolutely firing it off into 4. Really, really fast through that turn. Looks like I'm up into the 9th position now, so good stuff. Question is, can we actually get to me? Gotta get past Father Fruit right here.
Outside. Clear.
We do, so we got a little bit of clean real estate right here. Gap to myself in the 8th position now is 6.7. Let's see if we can run that down a little bit. Now with nobody really opposing me for a minute. Let's see now through 3 and 4. It's 6.9, so I think we actually lost a little bit, which is a bit concerning. Might be tough to get up with those fast guys. Bring it to the inside of the 24 just about right now. Really trying to get to that bumper. Just give me a little. Here we go.
Stay low.
Got that inside position. Good work.
Clear.
Easily clear. I'm stuck on the outside here.
Car outside.
Big checkup.
Stay low.
We got trouble.
We got a wreck on the front straight. Clear outside.
Oh my gosh, Nathan Kiani involved. Get a look at what happened with this incident. We have Benjamin White getting into it with McGraw down here. He's going to slide up in front of Nathan Kiani. It is chaos in front of the field. Jerry Cook involved. And yeah, some big damage. Kiani almost coming right back up into me. And that is an unfortunate way to end your race. Absolute carnage on the front straight. And who knows how many that affected. We've got guys stacking up big time. We're going to look to the inside, but not quite. David Alvarez involved. It looks like McGraw got a huge piece of that.
Keep low.
We're going to clear them all right there.
Clear outside.
So that gained us a lot of positions, but Tyler Mallon 11 seconds ahead and pulling away. I don't think we're going to quite get up there. Going to need to drive really well in the latter portion of this race and get ourselves out of traffic for sure. Really having to drive it hard now. Tires are okay. Looks like we're coming up to nearly halfway now. Next time by will be halfway. Done well. We made it up to 22nd from the start, but things have really spread out. Seems like some of those top guys are really, really strong. But this has been really good racing so far. I'm enjoying it. Trying to get around Alvarez now. Go for that. It's a real torpedo.
Clear.
I'm pinging across the track. Absolutely bottoming out right there. Works out okay, and we're able to make that pass. Do not ever do that. That was a terrible dive bomb. We still got a nice pack of cars ahead of us right here, so quite a few more positions to be made up. And I'm just full throttling it where I can, basically. This setup is a little bit cracked, not gonna lie.
Keep low.
It's 7.8 to myself now ahead. I think we're coming good compared to the AI right here. A little bit of tire wear on them. Got a really good setup. And get past Lefty right there. Just ahead of Noah Sweet. Watching my mirror for that move back to the inside. Don't think they're quite gonna get there. I get past Stuckwish right now. Come on, Ethan. Definitely got a long way to go ahead, but still got time to make moves. Just cannot get held up behind people like this. This is really hurting the cause. Driving it too hard, trying to make something happen. Wasted a whole lap behind him. 8.2 myself up there. It's looking difficult. I make this pass right here and right now. My God. What is this defensive driving? I got Lefty all over my back bumper again.
Car outside. Still there.
I'm just gonna door him. We're gonna make it happen one way or another. I don't know what's going on, but I could not get past.
Keep low.
Our tires are still good for how hard we've been driving them, so
5 more to go.
5 to go now.
Clear outside.
We can make a couple more passes happen. Next up, Jimmy Powell. Winner during this season in Incar, so we're starting to get up here with the big dogs. I got 8.6. I'm 7th, and there's a huge gap ahead of me. That sounds about right. Wow, that car skipped over the track right there like a stone. Try and take a better line. It's... oof. Yeah, the setups definitely exists. So curious to watch how I'm doing in this race. Wow, we hooked that apron right there, and it really got me turning well. Or look to the inside of Jimmy Powell. Really aggressive move.
Keep low.
This track's great. I can just do whatever I want. Me and Powell are going to be side by side right down here into turn 3.
Clear.
Okay, that's some aggressive bottoming out right there. Good lord. Do not ever drive the Indianapolis Motor Speedway like this, folks. It's very dangerous. And you're not going to be very fast. As you see, I'm actually falling away still from my alter ego. And I am sliding it down off in there. That's crazy. Just don't think we're going to be able to gain anymore. Kind of a big gap to the cars ahead. No real draft. Yeah, this car's not working in turn 3 either. Skipping along the ground. Looks like it's going to be 17th here, as we've got 2 to go in this thing. Let's kind of round it out here with a good couple last laps. Still losing to myself. Looks like Tyler Mallon's gonna win this thing. He's pretty far ahead of Delgado and Roger Ray now. That is the champion of the series, so not surprising. We come into the white flag here. We might have a chance to get Hunter B and Benjamin White up here. It's gonna be tough.
One more lap to go.
I hit turn 1 really well right there. That's what I had to do. Hit turn 2 okay right there. This is a long, long way back, but it's not out of the realm of possibility if we are okay in turn 3. Okay, but I don't think it's going to be quite close enough. I'm going to send it off in there. Really get down there. It's wrecking off a 4, but we're not going to get it, so it's going to be 17th place. Really fun to drive this. Love this track. I mean, you can do crazy things with your setup here and drive like a true madman. And go down to the description to try this car set. We gotta go find this jerk up here. Where is he at? This guy has been a problem all season long. Where is he? I'm looking for him after the race. Let's get off here into turn 3. Oh, it's not any of these. Not any of these. Ah, I see him. I see him.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 4,500 in seconds.
Alright. Alright, let's take a look at this. We come down, we hit the pit wall, hit ourselves, and we fly into the opponent pit crews, but thankfully I have them turned off so nobody got hurt. So take that, AI version of myself. So if you guys are new to the channel and you want to help me out, please consider subscribing. I do really appreciate you guys for watching this race. Go down to the description if you want to race against myself in NR2003. I'll see you guys in the next race.